Stephanie, good news. I now have a director for my films. It's wonderful. She's also serving as a backrest, so that's great. Things are looking up on this side of town. On to some of the topics for this video. First of all, I'm so happy that you liked Newsies. I did get to go see it in Chicago with a friend of mine. Yes, you are right on that. The dancing is all on point. That's kind of what it's known for, is its dancing. It's just a really, really cute musical. I mean, it's off of a Disney movie, so how could it not be cute? But I'm really glad you liked it. Second topic of this video is the debate on how to correctly pronounce these little peanut butter chocolate treats. It's called Reese's Pieces because, as a part of your criteria, it rhymes and you call them Reese's, and so you have to make the second word rhyme. Pieces. It makes it fun and joyful, and stop laughing! It's how you say it. How do you say it? A suggestion from our director. She suggests that instead of debating on Reese's Pieces or Reese's Pieces, we should just call it Little Peanut Butter Rabbit Droppings. Appetizing.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, it was. This is why you're directing. Or distracting. Okay, my director has decided to take a little bit of a break and quit. Yep. Okay, that was predictable. So today, for my video, I'm going to be doing the Hamilton tag. For those of you who don't know what Hamilton is, you've basically been living under a rock for the past few months, and you've never experienced true joy or happiness. That's okay, I'm going to remedy that right now. Hamilton is a Broadway musical right now in New York, and it has basically exploded. It's about the life and times of Alexander Hamilton, the founding father. It goes through the colonies becoming the United States, and then the Constitution and all that, and then his life until he is killed in a duel by Aaron Burr. Sounds really dry and really dumb, but it's not. It's all hip-hop music, which means that you get rap battles between Hamilton and Thomas Jefferson, and everybody in the cast is just so talented. It's kind of an expensive album. That's okay, it's on Spotify, it's on YouTube. There are ways to listen to this, and honestly, it's so worth it. With that being said, I'm gonna start this tag. This was made by JonasAlmostFamous, so thank you to you for making this wonderful tag. I'm gonna have so much fun completing this. I've been freaking out about Hamilton for months, and it's just so great to see other people also freaking out and giving me a little bit more of an outlet for this. Number one, how did you find out about Hamilton? I found out from a friend that I went to undergrad with. We're kind of theater buddies. We love musical theater. And he texted me one day out of the blue with the link to the live stream that Lin-Manuel had put up through, I think it was Broadway.com or something. They had a whole free live stream of the entire soundtrack, and he just said to go listen to it, and it was gonna be our new obsession. When I asked him what it was about, he said it was about Alexander Hamilton, and I was kind of like, oh, okay, whatever. And then I listened to it, and oh my god. Understatement of the year when talking about obsession levels. He was so right, and now all I want to do is be in New York to go see it. So thank you for that. Number two, what is your favorite character? Number two, I have a master's degree, and apparently this is the number two. I do words, not numbers. Okay, so number two, who is your favorite character? How dare you? How dare you? How dare you make me choose between such wonderful, rich, complex characters? There are not only so many wonderful characters, but they are all so good and played so well. There's honestly no one. I couldn't choose. If I would have to rank them-ish, up there, of course, is Hamilton, because he's just so flawed, yet so brilliant. I'm gonna say for Aaron Burr. They're both very flawed, both very smart, but in such different ways. So interesting. But yeah, those are my top ones for sure. I really like Angelica's sassiness. I really like George Washington's sassiness. Number three, who is the character you would want to play if you could? So this is a bit of a conundrum. I really kind of identify with Angelica because she's so intelligent and smart, and she kind of pushes the boundaries of what women are supposed to be in that time. So I really, really like her for that. Musically, I think my voice kind of best matches with Eliza, but I have to say, in a perfect world, I would totally want to play Alexander. Come on. I mean, maybe one day they'll do a gender swap version and then my dreams can come true. Number 4, favorite song to listen to. So I have a lot of fun listening to Room Where It Happens. There's just something about it. I find it really fun, especially because it marks the spot where Aaron Burr kind of just goes from taking a back seat to finally jumping into the crap that's going on and really start pushing for what he wants. Number 5, what is your favorite song to sing along to? Honestly, this changes every week. Lately, I've been listening to Say No to This. For whatever reason, I really like Marie Reynolds' part. Maybe I just like the idea of seducing Alexander Hamilton. I don't know. But it's really fun to sing and act along. Number 6, what part do you always mess up at? Well, there are many. For whatever reason, I can't nail this one part in Right Hand Man. Can I be real a second? For just a millisecond. People how I feel a second. See, I'm a moderate general. And I just can't get that part. I don't know why. It's really good. And I just can't do it. Number 7. Can you rap Guns and Ships? I'm taking this horse by the reins, made red coast butter with blood stains. And I'm never gonna stop until I make him drop a bread. I'm up in the sky of the remains. So he knows what to do in the trench, in diminutive and fluent in French, I mean. So you're going to have to use him eventually. What's he gonna do on the bench, I mean? No one has more resilience or matches my practical tactical brilliance. You wanna fight for your land back? Number 8, I'm gonna stop with the finger thing because it's getting weird. Number 8, which cast member would you most want to meet? So this question's kind of hard for me because I kind of have this fear of meeting famous people. Stephanie, you know this. It freaks me out. There's nothing I could say that would make me different from anybody else, and I would just be starstruck and make a fool of myself. So I don't even like to think about doing that. If I ever were to get over this fear, of course I would want to meet Lin-Manuel. I know that's pretty basic. It is. Number 9, have you seen the show? Why do you remind me of such travesties? No, I have not seen the show. I'm hoping to make a trip out to New York and pay a buttload of money to go see it eventually. But even if I don't see it with the original cast, I live right outside of Chicago, and Hamilton is coming to Chicago in September. So for sure, I will be seeing the Chicago cast of it. Hopefully, in my wildest dreams, I will be able to see the New York cast with all the original players still. Number 10, have you read the book? No, I haven't, but I just got it and I'm going to read it, and I promise I will do it. 11, what is your favorite line of the show? Why would you make me choose? I don't know why you do this to me. There's one part I really like, and it's not even one of the more flowery parts. It's a part in Secondhand Man where Aaron Burr's in the room with George Washington, and then Hamilton comes in, and George Washington says, you know, hey, have you met Aaron Burr? And they both at the same time say, yes, we keep meeting. And Hamilton says it in a way of like, yes, my new friend, like, yes, we keep meeting, and I love him, and I want him to be my buddy. And Aaron Burr says it like, yeah, I really can't get rid of this guy. And I really love the two different ways that took. Other than that, I really, really like the tagline of the show, who lives, who dies, who tells your story. I think it was it's just wonderful. There's so many wonderful, wonderful lines. And then also, I guess I would have to say the parts when they say, how do you write like you're running out of time? Are you running out of time? You know? Number 12, 5 words you would use to describe the show. Insane, inspired, talent, genius, and thought-provoking. I mean, for Christ's sake, it's got a bunch of people reading a book this big. I mean, I'm no stranger to big books, but a lot of people are, and it's a big book. People are reading it, so it's thought-provoking. I can't wait to hear you respond to this tag. I'm really interested in hearing what you have to say about Hamilton. I know you have been obsessed just like I have. I hope you enjoyed my nerding out over this musical. And yeah, I'm gonna go listen to it probably for a while now while I edit this video. And thank you to JonasAlmostFamous to making this tag. I really hope she sees this and she is proud of herself for making such a wonderful tag. All right, that's it. I can't wait to see you on Thursday. That's all I have. That's okay. I'm gonna remedy that right now. I'm like convinced she's still gonna be behind me. And I'm never gonna stop until I make a drop of splitters that scatter the maze. Damn it! Apparently, I can at times. I can't at others.